Good afternoon, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing the 2025 WWE Raw Recap episode 18, which was live this week from Louisville, Kentucky, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening. What was your favorite moment of Monday Night Raw? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Also, today's sponsor for this video is W Energy Drinks. You looking for a new energy drink? Then go check out W Energy Drinks at www.w.gg or search W Energy Drinks in your Google search bar and go check them out today. They have a multitude of different flavors when it comes to energy drinks, such as Pineapple Splash, Shadow Monarch Surge, Push and Punch, Beach and Berry, and so much more. Also, they've got shakers and bottles. If you're looking for a new energy drink bottle, then go check out their many designs that they have. And if you like to buy in bulk, they have the Founders Pick bundle at 4 tubs, and they even have a 5-tub bundle. And if you want to sample them before you want to, commit to a tub, then you could do a 3-flavor pack and a 6-flavor pack as well. You looking for new shirts and hoodies and merch, they got you covered there too. And if you don't feel like making the drink, you can also buy a 12-pack of 12-ounce cans. You can definitely try in strawberry, banana, and mango orange cream. Definitely worth checking out. And when you do check it out and get to checkout, make sure you use promo code Nikki D Russis, 12 characters, no spaces, all caps, NICKYDRUSSAS for 10%. Yes, 10% off of your order. So go check out W Energy Drinks today. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and smash that subscribe button so you could be notified of all my future videos. With that being said, I hope everybody continues to have an amazing day, and without further ado, let's get to... And this week's episode of Monday Night Raw was live from Louisville, Kentucky, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening, and we kicked things off with the CM Punk coming down to the ring, and he said that he's happy to be home in Louisville, but he is pissed. He's pissed at Seth Rollins, he's pissed at Paul Heyman, but most importantly, he is pissed at himself after how everything is going down. And then CM Punk was interrupted by Paul Heyman, and CM Punk ended up calling Paul Heyman a penguin, which I thought was hilarious. Then we had Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker arrive, and they ended up going back and forth. Seth Rollins called CM Punk scum. CM Punk responded by saying Seth Rollins will never win a championship as long as I am here. And then Seth Rollins went off the deep end, telling Braun Breaker to sick CM Punk, as Braun Breaker stomped down to the ring, ended up getting in the ring, attacking CM Punk before Sami Zayn arrived, in which Braun Breaker tossed Sami Zayn And then they got a steel chair, which is where Jey Uso arrived to really even out the numbers. And Seth and Braun started to jump Jey Uso, before Sami Zayn and CM Punk went and got a pair of steel chairs, to return the favor. But Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker was not trying to taste steel tonight. They ended up retreating, and that's how we kicked off Monday Night Raw. After that, we had our first match of the evening, as Penta went one-on-one with Chad Gable, and Penta ended up coming out of the box really aggressive in this match, ended up landing kicks to Chad Gable before dominating this match early, but Gable was able to, weather the storm and stay in there and get his shots in when he could, but Penta's punches was on another level, but Chad Gable quickly responded by hitting some chops and looking for a quick pin for a 1-2 kick out. Then Penta started to go to work hitting his punches, but Gable was able to counter, take down Penta, hit a suplex for a 1-2 kick out, and then ended up throwing Penta into the corner before going to the top rope, at which Chad Gable attempted to take off the mask of Penta, was obviously unsuccessful. Penta, though, fighting back, ends up hitting the Hurricanrana as Penta goes over the top rope, but Chad Gable was able to intercept it beautifully with a headbutt as we went to the commercial break. And when we returned from the commercial break, Chad Gable was still in control of this match, but Penta quickly got the upper hand by hitting a beautiful super kick, which at that point both men were down. Penta then hit a kick followed by an upside down kick in the corner for a 1-2 kick out. Then Chad Gable caught Penta, hit him with a beautiful suplex for a 1-2 kick out. Then Chad Gable attempted to go to the top rope to hit a dive, but when Chad Gable was in the air, Penta felt like this was the perfect moment to hit a beautiful code breaker. This code breaker was brutal because of where Chad Gable was coming from, believe me, but it only led to a 1-2 kickout, surprisingly, and both men were down at that point. Then Penta ended up attempting a backbreaker, which he missed, but Chad Gable was able to counteract that with a top rope moonsault for a 1-2 kickout. Then Penta ended up hitting a beautiful super kick for a 1-2 kick out. Then Penta tried to lock in the sacrifice on Chad Gable, but Chad Gable still got too much life in him, was able to avoid the sacrifice, and was able to lock in the ankle lock on Penta, but Penta still had enough in the tank to be able to roll through for a 1-2 kick out, and then Chad Gable tried to roll up Penta for a 1-2 kick out. Then both men went to the top rope. Penta ended up fighting back, or ended up hitting a game-sealing Mexican destroyer, 1-2-3, and Penta defeated Chad Gable via pinfall on Monday Night Raw. And after that, we went backstage as we saw the Judgment Day talking about what their plans are, and how much they miss Liv Morgan, and everything when it came to that. And then the New Day ended up coming out and arriving because they were going to be on commentary for the next match. And then we went to the commercial break. We came back and we saw CM Punk and Sami Zayn backstage discussing their tag team match that they're going to be having at Saturday night's main event, because at Saturday night's main event, CM Punk will be teaming up with Sami Zayn to take on Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. And that's how we wrapped up hour one of Monday Night Raw. This week's episode of Monday Night Raw was live from Louisville, Kentucky, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening, and we kicked off hour two with the Creed brothers going in a tag team match against the War Raiders, and Eric and Julius started off this match, and Eric was quickly able to tag in Ivar after getting control of this match, and Julius, after about 45 seconds or so, was able to tag in Brutus, and then the War Raiders started a double team as Julius was quickly able to tag Brutus back in, and then Julius took control with a Creed brothers double team, and Then they were able to deliver a stomp on Eric, but Eric was able to get up and fight back. And Brutus then tagged in Julius for another double team from the Creed brothers. And then Brutus tagged in Julius. Julius hit a suplex. Eric did attempt a suicide dive, but it was blocked as Julius outside the ring hit a suplex, which led us to the commercial break. And when we returned from the commercial break, Ivar was able to hit a splash. And the War Raiders were in control as he hit a splat on Julius in the corner. Ivar then hit a moonsault kick on Brutus, hit a butt splash, went to the top rope as Brutus was able to hit a top rope suplex. Then Julius was able to hit a splash for a 1-2 kick out. But then Ivar ended up getting control of the match, tagging in Eric, who ended up hitting a suplex. Eric then tagged Ivar back in, and the War Raiders double team ensued for a 1-2 broken up. All men down at this point. Julius, though, was able to eventually get over to the corner and tag in Brutus. Eric was able to get over to his corner and tag in Ivar, and then Julius ran wild. Julius was able to get the tag into Brutus for the Creed brothers double team. 1-2 broken up. Then that's where the New Day got involved. The New Day were on commentary for this entire match, by the way. This is where they got involved. Kofi Kingston, behind the referee's back, was able to hit Ivar, which opened up the door for the Creed brothers to hit the Creed ball. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, the Creed brothers defeated the War Raiders via pinfall on Monday Night Raw. Then we had a Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman backstage promo. Seth Rollins wanted Braun Breaker to do one more thing tonight before he was able to, get up out of here for the evening. And that was pretty much their promo. And then Jey Uso arrived to the building. He ended up coming out. We ended up having a little bit of a yeet party. Louisville ended up chanting one more time, and our world heavyweight champion obliged, having another yeet party. Before trying to discuss everything that's been going on with Logan Paul, Jey Uso was quickly interrupted by the ring general Gunther, who came down to the ring, and he announced that he will face Jey Uso, he will face Logan Paul, he will face whoever wins at Saturday night's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship on the June 9th edition of Monday Night Raw, a couple of days after Money in the Bank. Don't know why we don't do it at Money in the Bank, but okay, I guess Gunther's going to get a title match in 4 weeks on Raw. Then we had a memorial for Sabu, who sadly passed away this week, and honestly, a huge hit to the ECW community. He was a trailblazer for hardcore wrestling, and he will truly be missed. May Sabu rest in peace. And then we got back to WWE Entertainment as we was backstage, and we quickly saw Braun Breaker destroy Jey Uso backstage. So I'm guessing that's what Seth Rollins wanted Braun Breaker to do. And just like that, we were into our next match of the evening. We had Finn Balor going one-on-one with the phenomenal AJ Styles. After Finn Balor agreed to face AJ Styles last week for Dominic Mysterio, and we really had a ground and pound start to this match between these two men. There was a feeling out process between these two men. These two men have been in the ring with each other so many times that they know everything that's up the other's sleeve, and it really showed in this match. Both men were back and forth exchanging control of this match early. AJ was able to hit a drop kick on Finn Balor, and Finn Balor rolled out of the ring, which is what led us to the commercial break. And when we returned from the commercial break, Finn Balor was in control until AJ was able to hit a kick on Finn Balor, followed it up with a backbreaker. Then AJ hits a suplex for a one kick out. And then AJ, keeping his foot on the pedal, was able to hit a body slam before Finn Balor bounced back into this match with a kick and a chop. Then AJ ended up chopping Finn, and then Finn hung AJ up on the top rope, and just like that, Finn Balor was back in control of this match. Finn was able to hit a couple of stomps on AJ, followed it up with some body shots, and then Finn Balor locked in an abdominal stretch on AJ Styles, which AJ Styles did eventually fight out of, ended up hitting a hip toss on Finn Balor, followed up with a clothesline, and then AJ Styles hit a forearm and a back to the neck move for a 1-2 kick out, which is where AJ Styles was calling his shot. Attempted Styles clash, didn't get it. JD McDonough got involved. Finn Balor rolled him up for a 1-2 kick out, and then AJ started to hit punches before both the men ended up clotheslining each other, and just like that, both men were down as we went to the commercial break. When we returned from the commercial break, we were up on the top rope. Both men were exchanging punches as AJ Styles was able to hit a top rope suplex, and just like that, both men were down. When they did rise back up, this was a back and forth slugfest until AJ Styles caught Finn Balor with a Pele kick and then locked in the calf crusher, and Finn Balor ended up squirming his way to the ropes, ended up getting back in control of this match by hitting a 1916 AJ Styles then hit a clothesline, but Finn Balor followed it up with a sling blade. Finn Balor attempted a coup de grace, took too much time. AJ picked him out of the air and locked in the calf crusher again. AJ, though, was able to hit the Styles clash for a 1-2 kick out, and then Carlito got involved. AJ Styles ended up punching JD McDonough, who got involved. AJ Styles attempted a phenomenal forearm, missed it. Finn Balor hit a 1916 for a 1-2 kick out, and then Penta got involved, taking out JD McDonough, which opened the door for AJ Styles to hit the phenomenal forearm on Finn Balor. 1, 2, 3, just like that. AJ Styles defeated Finn Balor via pinfall on Monday Night Raw. This week's episode of Monday Night Raw was live from Louisville, Kentucky, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening, and we kicked off hour 3 with Becky Lynch sitting on the top rope, and she started her promo by saying that she didn't lose at Backlash to Lyra Valkyria. She wasn't beaten because Lyra Valkyria, one of them, were in the hospital while Becky Lynch was chilling back, enjoying what she did. And Becky Lynch started to go off and say that she felt like she had been manipulated, not only by Lyra Valkyria, but by the WWE Universe as well. She ended up saying that from now on, if you say I am, then I am. She ended up having a phenomenal promo, wrapped it up by saying that she is going to prove that she is everything that we say she is, and that's pretty much the promo we had from Becky Lynch this week. Then we got into a Rusev promo where Rusev was talking about how we let the sheep lead the wolves, and he is here to fix all the wrongs and make them right, and he is going to do it through violence, not because he has to, but because he wants to. He wants to improve the roster backstage, and he feels like the only way that he can do that is with violence. So Rusev, definitely something to be watched out for here in the next several weeks. Then we went backstage where Adam Pearce was talking to Sheamus, and Sheamus was talking about how he had to deal with Austin Theory, and he asked Adam Pearce if he can get a match with Grayson Waller to lay all of their issues to bed. Adam Pearce says, "You want it, fella? You got it, fella." Next week, Sheamus will go one-on-one with Grayson Waller, and just like that, the main event of the evening was a tag team match as we saw the Women's World Champion Io Sky teaming up with Rhea Ripley to take on Roxanne Perez and Julia, and Io Sky and Roxanne Perez started this match off. Io was in control of it early, looking for a quick way out with a 1-2 kick out. And then Roxy and Julia really started to break down the double team as Roxy was able to tag in Julia. Roxy and Julia using another double team, and just like that, Julia was dominating this match. Then Rhea Ripley got involved, was able to hit a drop kick as Julia was able to get control of the match. Io Sky hit a drop kick, and then Roxanne Perez ended up breaking up the tag when Io Sky was trying to tag in Rhea Ripley. Roxanne ended up slapping Rhea Ripley, and Roxanne ended up kicking Rhea Ripley into the post as Io Sky was able to hit a suicide dive, which was followed up by a drop kick from Julia as we went to the commercial break. And when we returned from the commercial break, Roxanne Perez was in control until Io Sky was able to hit elbows, and Io started to hit her kicks off as Roxanne was able to tag in Julia, and Rhea was able to get the tag from Io as Rhea went in there and ran wild, ended up hitting a Razor's Edge followed by a drop kick for a 1-2 kick out. Then Roxanne Perez gets in the match, but Rhea Ripley takes control. Roxanne, though, was able to squirm out and avoid a top rope Razor's Edge, and Roxanne Perez was able to hit a beautiful Hurricanrana for a 1-2 kick out, which is what led to the Roxanne Perez and Julia double team once again. Roxanne Perez was able to hit a moonsault for a 1-2 kick out. Then Roxanne ended up hitting an uppercut. Rhea ended up getting out of the corner, and Roxanne Perez was able to tag in Julia. Rhea was able to tag in Io, and then Io Sky got in this match and started running wild. Ended up hitting a missile drop kick, but Roxanne Perez hit a DDT on Rhea Ripley, and then Julia attempted to roll up Io Sky for a 1-2 kick out, and Io Sky ended up rolling through and hitting the stomp, which led to Io hitting the moonsault for a 1-2, broken up by Roxanne. Then Io and Rhea started a double team. Roxanne Perez attempted to hit pop rocks but missed as Io Sky was able to hit a drop kick. And then Io went to the top rope, and Julia was able to hit a top rope suplex for a 1-2, broken up by Rhea Ripley. And then Rhea ended up kicking Roxanne, and Julia ended up hitting a knee on Rhea Ripley. Io Sky ended up hitting a backbreaker as Rhea was able to get the tag. Roxanne Perez was able to accidentally took out Julia, which led Rhea Ripley to hit the headbutt and followed it up with a riptide. 1-2-3. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley defeated Julia and Roxanne Perez via pinfall on Monday Night Raw. And then we saw in the ring Io Sky and Rhea Ripley come face to face, as though Rhea Ripley was saying she still wants another shot at the Women's World Championship against Io Sky. And that's how we ended this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. And that was the 2025 WWE Raw Recap, episode 18, which was live from Louisville, Kentucky, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening. What was your favorite moment of Monday Night Raw? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Don't forget, this video is sponsored by W Energy Drinks. Looking for a new energy drink? Well, go to www.w.gg and go check out all the drinks, all the bottles, all the merch, and even the cans they have. Great deals they have. And when you get to checkout, make sure that you use promo code Nikki D. Russis, 12 characters, no spaces, all caps, NICKYDRUSSAS, for 10%, yes, 10% off your entire order. So go check out W Energy Drinks today. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future videos. And if you want to see some more of me, Nikki D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nikki D. This is the Nikki D channel, and I will see all of y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.